Okay, this is my Sprint 2 take 2 video with sound. My mic has started to work. I just needed the audio driver was really messed up. Anyways, so sorry this is late, but here it goes. So this is feedback from Sprint 1. Wanted to make sure I got everything. Firing not demoed. I'm going to do that in the demo of my actual game later. The bullet used to consult mushroom health. I did fix that. So the thing is, before I wasn't actually deleting the mushrooms because I thought we didn't want to delete them, but I realized that was wrong. So now I am completely deleting them. And when you collide, anyways, when you collide with a mushroom, it doesn't consult the mushroom health. It hits the mushroom and then the bullet is destroyed. Mushrooms are good. Mushroom field. Yeah, I used to have a 2D vector array. Now I just have an array like we talked about in class. I mean, mine's technically a 1D array, but I just convert between the 2D coordinates in a 1D array. They're pretty much the same anyways. I use this coordinate 2D to 1D to do that. But yeah, I'm using the mushroom array now. I just loop through and create new mushrooms inside that array. I used to be using the destructor and the delete method, which was wrong. Now I understand what mark for delete is for and how to use it. So when I am removing a mushroom from a column and row, I'm just getting the mushroom and marking that mushroom for destroy. The destructor isn't even doing anything anymore. And then blaster is glitchy when it collides with a mushroom. Yes, it was before. Once again, I'm going to show that in the game run through. I'm going to switch to the Sprint 2 goals. So I did the scorpion spider. So starting out with the scorpion, I have a scorpion spawner. It has some methods where it chooses a random direction, chooses a random spawn point in the valid player or in the valid non-player area, chooses a random speed between two numbers that the designers can set. Here is a look at some of those randomization functions. It's just checking for a key press to spawn the scorpion at this moment. So when I press the 1 key, scorpion spawns. Right now I can only spawn 1 scorpion at a time, so only 1 scorpion can be on the screen at a time. It's the same kind of observer pattern that was used with the bullet and the blaster. So when I can spawn a scorpion. You just give the scorpion all of the information about the direction, the spawn point, and the speed. If we go into the scorpion, nothing too interesting here. It's pretty simple movement and everything. The only thing that I did was for when you're colliding with the mushrooms and you're asking if it's poisoned or not poisoned, you only want to do that once per mushroom. So I just have this mushroom pointer that holds the last mushroom you visited. So, when you first collide with a mushroom, you ask, hey, should I poison this or not? You do if this returns true. But then it doesn't keep checking as you're moving across that mushroom. Once you run into a new mushroom, it'll check for that mushroom. Don't know if that's the best way to do that, but yeah, I just have a mushroom pointer to the last mushroom visited. So that's the scorpion. Spider spawner is pretty much exactly the same as the scorpion spawner. The only different thing is the spawner is actually what manages the alarm on the scorpion. I mean, on the spider. I ran into the problem where the alarm would be set off, and then I would shoot the spider, and then the alarm would try to go off, but since it was in the spider, it couldn't. The spider was gone, so it just crashed. So I ended up having the spawner handle the alarm system. That needs to change because we discussed today how alarms shouldn't even be used for this, but I just wanted to explain that that's what's going on here. When the alarm goes off, it just tells the spider to change X and Y direction and then resets the alarm. So other than that, the spider spawner is very similar to the scorpion spawner. When you create a new spider, you just get random speed and spawn points, within the right boundaries. The spider himself, similar to the scorpion, in terms of movement, changing, I have these two functions to change X and Y direction. So when that alarm goes off from the spawner, you just choose, am I going to go vertical or diagonal? Am I going to go up or down for changing the X and Y direction? I'm also clamping the position every frame, which once again, we discussed in class not to do that, but that's what I did for sprint 2. So making sure it's within the left, right, top, and bottom every time. Not good, but we'll change that. Let me see. That was scorpion. I don't have the flea yet. So for the mushroom field, I do have the health for the mushrooms. I had that for the last sprint, but health here, when it gets hit by a bullet, you increase health and update the frame, update the frame. Manager, player, count, mushroom count, total, and in player area. I'm doing that as well. So in the mushroom field, I have, first of all, I have a ton of accessor methods, like get the mushroom here, remove the mushroom here. Is this mushroom in the player area at this coordinate? Get the total and player area mushroom counts. Here's where I'm initializing everything. I'm updating the counts here. I'm checking if this mushroom that I'm adding is in the player area. Go ahead and add it here. So I just do that in the constructor. And then, when you're removing a mushroom, you subtract those player counts. And I will demonstrate that they work during the demo. No, not mail. Player, single bullet mechanism, and separate control system. Let me show that. So yeah, the player, I have the keyboard player controller, which is, testing for input, and that is separate from the blaster. It just tells the blaster what to do on the input presses. And the other thing was bullet, the observer pattern. So yeah, the blaster has a reference to the bullet, and the bullet has a reference to the blaster, so that they can, tell each other when to create another bullet. Okay, that's everything. Now I'm gonna try to run it. Okay, so we have a lot of mushrooms. I also changed the keys to be the arrow and the right keys. So what should we do first? So 1 is a scorpion. Here they come. He didn't run into any mushrooms, but when he does run into mushrooms, it tests. I can only want to do one at a time, so let me try to get a slow one that I can hit. Okay, great. I got it. Frickety frack. Okay, I can get this one. Holy. All right. You know what? I'm gonna come back to that. So anyway, the scorpion spawns at different points, as you can see, with different speeds, different directions. It poisons the mushrooms as it goes. So here comes the spider. I just press the 2 key to spawn him. He has the the right movement. I can't hit him, and they come in at different speeds and eat mushrooms as they go. Right. Let's see if I can hit the scorpion. No, I don't think it's gonna happen, which you mentioned we should fix. So I do apologize. Holy. Okay, there we go. God, I'm sorry. I did that. What else? Oh, the count. So the count I have in the output window over here, so it tells me which mushroom I'm deleting, so I'm deleting it correctly. And if it's in the player area, you see the player area goes down, but if I destroy one up there, just the total count goes down, not the player area. What else? Oh, when I run into a mushroom, I do stop completely. It's still it's not perfect. I would like to work on it more, but I at least don't do that little bounce back thing that was happening last time for my sprint 1. And then once again, the firing, maybe the poison, the poison mushrooms seem to be not right when I hit them, so that's sad. But the bullet does collide with the mushroom and does the health accordingly. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm gonna shut up now. Oh wait, let me close out of that and just prove that my memory does not leak. So yeah, memory tracking passed when I close. Okay, I believe that's everything. Sorry this is late once again. Sorry it was also stupid long. yeah, but that concludes my Sprint 2 video.